Some countries have a strong international reputation, whilst others do not have as strong of a reputation. There are some countries that are loved by all countries, while there are others that are widely hated without a blink. Numerous factors contribute to anti-national sentiment toward specific countries. The most important factor is that the country has policies that are implemented by the government. Terrorism, internal conflicts, invasions of other nations, violations of human rights, and hereditary conflicts are all factors that might contribute to a state of emergency. Hello, and welcome to Hard Rock Media. In today's video, we will be talking about the 14 most hated countries in the world in 2021. Before beginning, kindly like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell icon so that you do not miss the latest video updates. Let's get right to it. Number 14. Qatar. Qatar is ranked 14th on the list of the most hated countries. Qatar has a bad reputation around the world. The alleged ties between the prosperous country and terrorists. 6 Arab countries cut ties with Qatar in 2017: Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, Libya, and Yemen, citing the government's ties to terrorist groups. Qatar is accused by these countries of funding ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and the Muslim Brotherhood, as well as Shia insurgents in Saudi Arabia and Bahrain. Furthermore, Qatar is a country where men outnumber women by a large margin, and many workers are subjected to exploitation and abuse. Number 13. Romania. Next is Romania, the largest of the Balkan countries. Romania has a history of public relations issues. It doesn't help that Romania is still one of Europe's most corrupt countries. Furthermore, the country has been criticized for its discriminatory treatment of the Roma ethnic group. Many Europeans regard Romania as a source of illegal immigrants that rob them of their jobs. Furthermore, news reports regarding horse meat flowing from the country's slaughterhouses fueled anti-government sentiment. Romania's recent history as a communist dictatorship is also clearly remembered by the populace. Number 12. Nigeria. Nigeria comes at number 12 on the list of most hated countries in the world. Apart from having Africa's largest economy because of its vast oil reserves, the continent's most populous country is also one of the world's most hated. Ebola outbreak, the rise of the Boko Haram terrorist group, the government's attitude to humanity, rape, and sexual exploitation all contribute to Nigeria's status as one of the world's most despised countries. Number 11. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is on number 11. The country is ruled by religious regulations known as Islamic laws, and punishments such as stoning, whipping, and amputation are considered brutal and harsh. Women are not free in this country because they are required to cover themselves entirely, including their faces, while outside their homes by wearing black clothes, and they are not allowed to go anywhere alone since they must be accompanied by a male relative. All of these factors combine to make tourists avoid Saudi Arabia because they believe it is uninteresting, has complicated people, and does not give them the necessary freedom and comfort, particularly for women, which is why the country is not well known as a tourist destination. Number 10. Turkey. Next on the list is Turkey. The conversion of the Hagia Sophia Church into a mosque by Turkish hardline President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has sparked outrage across religious sections. Turkey has been accused of promoting terrorism and transporting jihadist mercenaries to several countries. It has also granted Hamas operatives citizenship and passports, causing a rift with other countries under threat from these terrorist groups. Turkey's human rights violations and sour relationship with the United States have raised its hatred quotient. Number 9. North Korea. Next on the list is North Korea. North Korea's internal affairs are closely guarded. The country has the world's worst human rights record. All basic human rights, including freedom of expression, movement, independent media, and information are curtailed by Kim Jong's authoritarian administration. Civilians are not allowed to keep any contacts outside of the country. It possesses an ever-expanding nuclear arsenal that poses a serious threat to the rest of the globe. Number 8. Iran. Iran comes next on the list of most hated countries. Despite its fascinating past, Iran's unpredictability has made it one of the world's most despised countries. Leaders around the world have expressed concern about nuclear programs that test ballistic missiles. The government's support for violent militia groups such as Hamas and Hezbollah, as well as its burgeoning nuclear programs, have generated dread in other countries. Iran suppresses human rights while simultaneously enforcing harsh and inhumane punishments. Liking the video so far? Then make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, as a little action from you can help our channel grow tremendously. Number 7. India. India comes at number 7. India is a country that excels at discrimination. One of the main reasons why people despise this place is because of this. Indians believe that hating you because of your skin color, race, or gender is normal. India's atrocities against Kashmiris make people hate the country, as it has been killing innocent people in Kashmir for nearly 75 years. Furthermore, the country is dangerous, particularly for women. They're cracking down on it, but it's not uncommon to hear that a lady was assaulted by a group of males. It seemed like it was happening every week for a while. It's awful stuff. It wasn't like touching on the bus or anything, it was disgusting. Furthermore, they are not the best neighbors to the countries in their immediate surroundings. They have a horrible reputation in this regard. Number 6. France. Because of its colonial background, many countries hate France. The terrible repercussions of nuclear testing in French Polynesia, as well as the following suppression of facts and poor damage control, tarnished the country's image. The Rwandan genocide was known to France in advance, yet it did nothing to stop it. When Charlie Hebdo, a French magazine, published drawings of the Prophet, Muslims were outraged, and the president backed them. The deployment of French forces in other nations, such as Mali, has enraged the local population. Number 5. Israel. Israel positioned itself at number 5 in the list of most hated countries in the world. The war between Jews and Arabs in Israel-Palestine has been one of the world's longest, bringing Israel to international prominence. Both countries have suffered significant violence and human rights breaches as a result of it. Many attacks have been spearheaded by law enforcement agencies, such as the police-led attack on the Al-Aqsa Mosque, which left numerous people seriously injured. Several innocent bystanders have been slain as a result of terrorism and blame games between the two religious communities. The recent bombing of Gaza increased hatred against Israel. Number 4. Pakistan. Pakistan has drawn international condemnation for major human rights violations and sheltering terrorist groups such as Al-Qaeda. Its alliance with the Taliban, whom they regard as their protectors, has exacerbated Afghanistan's insecurity. Hundreds of UN-designated terrorists have taken asylum there. Pakistan has a reputation for religious intolerance. It has used ruthless coercive techniques to force religious minorities to convert and has destroyed temples. It is the only Muslim country possessing nuclear weapons, and it has made headlines for smuggling nuclear weapons to North Korea and threatening countries with nuclear war. They have been using juvenile soldiers forcibly, prompting concern in neighboring countries. Even though things have improved, the image remains negative. Number 3. Russia. Members of the Soviet Union hate Russia for attempting to rule and dominate neighboring countries. Because Russia aspired to conquer Ukraine, the two countries have had a long-standing rivalry. Russia is known for interfering in the affairs of other countries and conducting covert military activities, leading to international suspicion. Since the Cold War, Russia and the United States, both superpowers, have been contemporaries and long-term rivals. Number 2. The USA. The United States of America is at number 2 in the list of most hated countries in the world. Because of its foreign policies and intervention in other countries' internal affairs, the United States is hated by its citizens and the rest of the globe. Its counterterrorism efforts in Syria and Afghanistan resulted in the deaths of countless innocent individuals. White supremacy, racial discrimination, hate crimes, and gun culture have all tarnished the United States' reputation. The United States is likewise admired for its residents' freedom. Number 1. China. On the top of the list is China. Because of the coronavirus outbreak, there is widespread anti-Chinese sentiment. That is why China is the most hated country in the world. China is always trying to take control of the South China Sea, creates fictitious land border conflicts, such as the Sakting Wildlife Sanctuary dispute, to bully neighboring countries like Bhutan. Overexploitation of maritime resources has resulted from China's large-scale illegal monster fishing fleets, resulting in massive economic and environmental damages. They've also been accused of debt trapping and interfering in countries' internal affairs, such as Nepal's. China has utilized coronavirus vaccines as a weapon to force other countries into supporting their agenda. Human rights in China are severely harmed, with no freedom of expression or assembly. It has been accused of murdering Uyghur Muslims and has the world's most active death penalty. That's all about the 14 most hated countries in the world in 2021. Let us know which one do you hate and why in the comments section below. If you found this video informative, do like and subscribe, and don't forget to give comments and provide us with your valuable feedback. See you in the next video with some more interesting facts and stories, and until then, stay tuned to Hard Rock Media.